Security Administration is taking steps to protect the public and our employees from COVID-19. During this time, we are conducting hearings by telephone and online video, as well as a limited number of in-person hearings. If you are scheduled for in-person service in one of our offices, please be sure to review the COVID-19 health screening checklist prior to coming to the office. You can find the screening checklist on www.ssa.gov under Coronavirus COVID-19 Update. If you have any additional questions, please continue to listen for menu options to talk to a member of our hearing office staff. Once you've completed your call with us, please take a moment to provide feedback about your service experience at www.ssa.gov/feedback/hearings.
To listen to this message again, press or say 1 now. To continue with your call, press or say 2 now. To hear these options again, welcome to the Tupelo Social Security Office of Hearings Operations.
Please be aware of individuals impersonating Social Security employees over the phone. If you suspect you have received a scam call, you should report the details of the call to the Office of the Inspector General at 1-800-269-0271 or online at oig.ssa.gov/report.
If your call does not concern a request for hearing, or if you are not calling from a touch-tone phone, please hang up and call our national toll-free service at 1-800-772-1213. Please review all options before making a selection. Press or say 1 now if you know your party's extension. If you received a decision from an administrative law judge and would like further information on your appeal options, press or say 2 now. To check the status of an appeal, to make an appointment, to copy a file, or to speak to the receptionist, press or say 0 now. To dial by name, press or please hold.
I am calling to verify some information provided to me from the Starkville field office. They said that they forwarded my claims folder to your office for processing. My name is Zori Rush. Can you tell me the status of that processing?
And what's your social?
587-31-6485.
And what was your question? I don't see a recent case in here.
Well, I'm calling to ask for the status of the case that the Starkville field office said was there, and you're saying there is no case there?
I don't see one being in here since 2021 either.
So, if I spoke to someone at the Starkville field office who said that they've transmitted a case. Miss Crawley said that she was looking at a screen and claimed that I forget the other woman's name that I haven't spoken with, had sent you a claims folder. I can even give you the date that she said that. You're telling me all of that information would be false.
Well, it's not at the hearing office.
I'm trying to be clear on what we are saying, sir. If that person at the field office told me that it was at your hearing office, would that information be false?
Let me double check and make sure I ain't missing a date or anything, overlooking anything. But it looks like that would definitely be false.
All right, then I cannot change that, sir. But I have an appeal that's at the administrative law judge level, and the Starkville field office is my servicing field office, and I have actually sent the paperwork myself directly to the Tupelo hearing office just in case the field office didn't send it. So I can't say why the field office didn't send it, but I can say that the paperwork to start the administrative law judge process has been faxed to your office. Can you confirm where that fax is?
Give me 1 second. Let me look because it's not a simpler process because your case is a paper case, which means they have to track everything physically and be able to see it.
I know what they're supposed to do. Only thing I'd like to be concerned about, sir, is whether or not the Tupelo hearing office actually has the fax from me, the claimant, that says when the appeal process was supposed to start.
What number did you fax it to?
That's what I'm looking at now. I have a spot where I get a confirmation sent to me by email, but I'm going directly to the website that I use to look at the actual facts to make sure that I give you the most accurate information. Today's the 14th. Okay. Got a lot of them here. I guess I can just look right here. Let's see. got a name up here and I don't see it here. I don't know where to find that. Eight 572.
One moment. That's the right tax number for it to go to the email. I have to see if they process.
Well, you had an administrative law judge there named Roger Lott that wrote an order back in 2016 that has instructed the entire Social Security Administration to treat me differently. So that fax number that was given to me by an employee that you have named Dawn Duvernay. I don't know if she's still there or not, but I was advised at one point until I filed a claim of injury against Roger Lott to communicate with her through that fax number. So that is why that fax number is still being used. Regardless, for me though, sir, to be clear, you're Marcus, right? Whenever, regardless to which fax number I use, when I use a fax number that belongs to the Social Security Administration that has information on it that is applied to the Social Security Administration, I expect that the Social Security Administration knows what to do with that information. I think any person would reasonably expect that. So if it is just sitting there, I'd like to know that and why it's just sitting there.
One second, because that fax number actually sent it to an email box, and I want to go in there and look. And when did you fax it over? You say?
Well, it's been more than the 14 days that's required for the critical payment processing that's in that evidence that's there, but I'll have to go and look again and see. The last fax looked like it was a, oh, that's to Washington. It looks like it was the 18th of February.
Okay, well, I'm gonna let you talk to the clerk that's working that case and see if she.
Hold on, wait a minute. Who is the clerk? Who is the clerk?
It's going to be Miss Tracy Moody.
Miss Tracy Moody?
Yes.
And you said she's working the case?
Like those digits will belong to her. So if anything come in that needed to be added to your paper file, she would be the most knowledgeable person of it at this point.
You're saying something about digits, and that's new to the conversation. What digits are you referring to?
The last two digits of your Social Security number.
Okay, so Tracy Moody handles cases for persons who have the Social Security, the last two digits of my Social Security number.
Yes.
How do you know that she has this fax?
I don't. That's why I was let you talk to her and see if she's processed.
So someone does have possession of the facts?
That's what I don't know. That's why I'm transferring you to the person who will be working your case. Like, she will be the one, if she got a documentation.
Okay, I understand that, sir. You're operating off of an if. I'm trying to get something more definite, not about the case, about what happened to the fax that was sent on 2/18. And you said it went to an electronic folder that you just appeared to be looking through to see if you saw the fax. Did you not, is that not what you just did? You just looked through something to see if a fax was sent to that number on that day?
No, I was under the impression that the fax was sent more recent, but if it was like a month ago, then I know that would definitely have been processed, so I'm going to let you talk to the person that would have been responsible for it.
Okay, so you couldn't go back for further than a month.
So I'm going to let you talk to her, and then she can look through and see where, if we have it or what happened to it.
Is Tracy Moody an employee at the Tupelo hearing office, or is this someone working off-site because of some rule made by the Social Security Administration?
No, she's an employee of the Tupelo Office of Hearing Operations.
All right, thank you.
Hold on one moment.
Office of Disability, this is Tracy.
Hi, Tracy. I need to get a drink before. I'm gonna try to get this out. The person that I just talked to said that you handle cases for individuals whose social security number in 85, and he has transferred me to you to find out what happened to a fax that was sent to 833-508-0572, and to get more information on whether or not the an appeals folder, claims folder, has been forwarded from the Starkville field office.
Okay, let me start with this. What's your social?
587-316485. I'm gonna try to get that drunk now.
Okay. Just a minute, I'm looking through, see what we have going on. I'm not showing that we have a case in our office yet. I'm showing the last case, it looks like was back in June 25th, 2021 is the last case that we had in our office.
What about that fax?
We can't show any facts. Let me check and see if it might have shown up in the file, because since we don't have access to the file.
I don't understand your answer, man.
Just a second, let me double check.
I'm saying I don't understand your answer, so I'm thinking maybe you don't understand my question. I sent you personally, not someone else.
I understand. Just a second. Let me just a second.
Go
The thing is we
ahead.
currently don't have your case number far as the facts,
I'm not asking about the case anymore, man, but go ahead.
Yes, I understand.
Go
What
ahead.
day did you send the facts on?
It looks like the February the 18th, there were a couple of them. There was one on February the 18th and another one another day
Okay, the
that
only thing
has
that I'm showing
evidence.
is the field office, or, well, not really the field office, but it was scanned in at a different level, not the hearing office, on February 21st and something on March 14th.
From whom?
But again, that's something that you would have to check with the field office for.
I don't even know I don't know what you're talking about, ma'am. I tried to tell you that before you started giving me this information. I don't know what you're talking about because you're talking about something that came from the field office, and I'm talking about my personal fax number, 1-800-878-5031. Roger Lott, who was a chief administrative law judge there, I don't know if he's still there, had written instructions that ordered me personally to use a deviated means of communicating with Dawn Duvernay at your hearing office, and I personally faxed over the documents that are necessary to begin the process of appeal to 833-508-0572. That would not have anything to do with the field office. I'm asking, where are the documents that I faxed?
I understand, and what I was trying to say is right now, your case is not in our office.
I understand that, ma'am. Are you refusing to answer my question about where the documents are that I faxed?
Sorry, we've heard your case before, but let me explain.
Yes.
We go by jurisdiction.
Yes.
I, as a
Asking about.
representative from the hearing office, do not have jurisdiction on this case. It is not in our office. So until it comes to our office, all communications, both written
Do you
and
hear the
verbal,
bitch?
need to
Do
go
you hear
to your
this?
local
Because this
office.
bitch
We
is
do not have a
ignorant.
case in our
She's
office.
telling me I can't inspect the fucking records at her fucking office, and telling me I can't even tell if I forgot a fucking fax at the fucking office. And she's just talking to make me talk right now. Right now she's fucking waterboarding because she wants to make me talk while now she stops when I recognize what she's doing. Yes, but so what you're telling me is you're going to refuse to tell me whether or not you received the faxes?
Right now, your case is not in our office. That needs to go through your local.
Are you refusing to tell me whether or not you got the faxes? Are you with 552 5 USC 552 ADI says this bitch got to tell me whether or not she got the fax? This bitch is stupid as fuck and over here pretending like I don't know she's fucking waterboarding and that I'm going to show you that the bitch is fucking waterboarding because she's scared to go to jail. She's a fucking idiot and she's going to prison for this shit.
Until we have it in our office and you get a letter from us confirming we received it, then you can direct any questions to our office. Until then, all further calls of written communications, verbal communications, need to go with the Social Security office.
Are you saying I'm threatening you? I'm threatening you? Or did you say I'm threatening communications?
No, sir. I said
because I had that bitch on hold when I was talking. While I put the bitch on mute and started talking shit, and then I come back and this bitch started talking about threatening the communication. You heard that stupid bitch your motherfucking self.
We do not have the case. We do not have jurisdiction until we send you a letter.
Do you have a fax number called 833-508-05? I'm sorry, 833-508-0572. I apologize, ma'am. I asked if you have that number, 833-508-0572. Is that fax number to the Tupelo hearing office?
I don't don't have that number pulled up to know for sure which fax machine it goes through. We have an 877 and we have an 866 number.
May I speak to someone who can? May I speak to someone who can verify whether the Tupelo hearing office has the fax number 833-508-0572?
But let me explain, as I've said before, we do not have your case.
I'm not asking about a case, ma'am. I'm asking about a fax number.
I understand. Like I said, there's
But I'm not asking about a case. I'm asking about a fax number. And you on mute sound like a dumb bitch trying to waterboard a motherfucker and don't know what the fuck you doing. But I'm going to talk while you dumb ass doing it. Yeah, but I'm still trying to find out whether this fax number that it contains my personal property goes to the Tupelo hearing office. I'm not asking anything about a case.
just a moment. Let me check one thing.
You dumb bitch.
The other issue is, yes.
Ma'am, we've gone through a lot. I just want to know if this fax number belongs to you. I understand, ma'am. All I want to know is whether this fax number belongs to the Tupelo hearing office.
Give me a second. I'm asking.
All right.
I'm also letting you know.
All right, thank you. Thank you. You said you're not in charge of the case. Thank you.
Excuse me?
You said you're not in charge of the case. So I'm not asking you questions about how cases operate or whether somebody's giving you threatening communications. I'm just asking you, does 833-508-0572 belong to the Tupelo hearing office?
Give me 2 seconds. The number that you were told to use by Judge Lott is still at our office. He is actually not in right now. Don, who was in our office, is no longer there. So the two people that were told to give you that specific number, I am not able to confirm with. And so I am checking with someone else, and she just momentarily stepped away from her desk.
662-753-1249. That's all I need from you, ma'am. All your other information was great. I appreciate it, but it's unnecessary. 662-753-1249. As you said, you know my name is Zori Rush. Just let me know whether 833-508-0572 belongs to the Tupelo hearing office. That way I can find out whether or not the property, my property, and now shared with the federal government, actually is in your office. That's all I need to know. Thanks. Thanks.
You're welcome.
I don't release a call, man, when someone has behaved as you have done. I'm just waiting for you to hang up, and then I'm going to wait for you guys to call me back to tell me back whether or not this property, this fax belongs to you. Ma'am, it's my phone. I'm allowing you to use your phone however you would like. But you said you all have discussions in the Tupelo hearing office on how to treat Zori Rush, and I'm making it all documented evidence. All right, I understand, ma'am. It's all documented evidence. I'm now waiting on you to say whether or not this fax number has my property at the Tupelo hearing office. That's all I'm waiting on, ma'am. I understand, but you're still on my phone after I repeatedly said, thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't know why you haven't hung up, but I am done with the conversation when I gave you my phone number and asked you to call me back and let me know whether or not my property's there. Thank you again.
You're more than welcome.
All right.
All
right.
These calls.
All right. She's on mute. I'll let you know when she hangs up. But you gonna pay for it. I'm not. I'm getting that bitch checked. But you, right now, you're gonna pay for it. All y'all workers, worker bees, pay her. Now she hangs up.